Now then, welcome back to Blood and Bones, done in 60 days. I'm standing in my AFK position way up here to allow time for anything to despawn down below. Oh, that was my face. That'll be my face. Yeah. Today, I'm doing a little bit of organising and tidying and sorting. Leave the Witchery alone just for today because I've done a fair bit of prep work, and from what I can see, we've done all the things we need to do with Witchery. I want to do everything with Witchery, but I don't want to just hammer it when there's other things that are being left untidy. Like that bit of tree there, the harvester setup down there must have run out of power. So I'll set that up again with something else. I might give that a better space, maybe give it a couple of upgrades and things like that to sort that out. But I'm going to get rid of all of the farm goodies. All of the farm goodies are going to go. And I'll probably set up a harvester so it can harvest cactus and sugarcane as well as the trees as they grow. Well, that's my first thing. I'm just going to basically take everything from here, all of the foodstuffs, all of the seeds, everything down to the kitchen and start organising the kitchen. That's my first job of the day. That's the first thing I want to get done. So, let's just check this. Did it need more power? I'm guessing, yeah, it's nearly out of power. That's why it's doing it. That's got power. Ah, that's full. That's why it's backlogged. It won't take anything from there. How? Oh, I've got all the vines in the world. All the vines in the world. Okay, we've got that blocked up with jungle wood. So we've got far too much jungle wood right now. Another thing I want to do is make a sawmill. Make a sawmill. Wow, that's quite a lot of stuff I've got there. What can I take out that's cheap? That one. Yeah, I can take that one out. And take that and pop all that in there. There we go. And then for vines should still be going. Should be okay. Yep. We've got mycelium. We've got tainted soil. We've got heat sand. We've got soul sand. We got a fair bit of all sorts from this sludge boiler. But that's it for running it for now anyway. I'll let that just sort itself out for a bit. We'll take all those out as well. I don't really want those in. Let's get rid of that and that. Or we can, at least. Alright, and there... Right. So I'm basically just going to rip this farm to pieces. Rip it all down, take all of the stock downstairs to the kitchen and get the kitchen sorted out. And I'll be back when I've done. Well, that's all the farms taken care of. We've still got all the farmland and we've still got all of the sugarcane, but that's okay. I can tidy all this up another time. The problem we've got is the water. The water doesn't make infinite sources, so we get lots and lots of problem areas. And that's okay. I've done around the S outside here. I've actually set it up like that deliberately so that mobs can't get to the wall. They get stuck in the bit between. And eventually they either despawn or die or kill each other or something. I don't really care what they do, really. Just get rid of them. So I got rid of all those. Got the chests from there. There's nothing in that one. I'm going to come back and deal with all this auto farm in a bit. Oh, actually, while I'm up here though, I may as well take this empty cell down. Yes. Take that down and get that recharged. As you can see, I've been looking at ranchers. Ranchers, not too bad. We've done loads of these before. It's only the brass. I'm not sure if we can do brass right now because we've got problems with our zinc. I can see lots and lots of zinc, but I don't think anybody else can. I've also taken all the chests out from down here. Taken all those down, so now all the food supplies are in the kitchen. And the kitchen's had a bit of a makeover. It's not quite finished yet, but as you can see, looks nice and neat. We've still got all the drinks available here. We've still got a selection of soups, but we've had an extra soup added, the garden soup. There were a lot of like root vegetables that were very difficult to find a good use for, and garden soup seems to be the best use that they've got. So a lot of the vegetables have just been basically scrapped to have stuff like that put in, just to make the basics. Like, there we go. I've got now a load of desserts, a dessert menu. Ginger and rhubarb working together. Apple pie, blueberry pie, blackberry pie, carrot cake, lovely. Our actual cakes I've moved over here now. They're actually updating the pack, so we're going to be updating soon, which is why the sudden, let's get all this done, we can't just live off cake now. Raspberry pie and lemon meringue pie. Not so much lemon meringue though, because I ran out of lemons and I cut my lemon tree down by mistake. Then we've got sort of main meals. And this one, being one of the best, the zucchini bake, is a nourishing large meal. But that required all sorts of zucchinis and carrots and onions and cheese and corn and all sorts of stuff to make a zucchini bake. So I just made loads up because we had a stock of a load of stuff. The root vegetable medley is another pretty good meal. Yeah, it's a full-on meal. No hearty or anything like that. And lots of fairly good meals around using up what we can. Asparagus quiche, sushi, some mashed sweet potatoes, veggie stir-fry to get rid of a load of the vegetables, fish and lettuce wraps, and cooked fish. Yep, there's a steady supply of fish coming in from killing the guys upstairs. And then we've basically just got the dump chest. Everything, all the seeds, and everything that's not really worth a recipe. These cantaloupes don't really have a use. Look, 2 pages. Well, again, you can make fruit punch out of them, or fruit salad. And that's pretty much it. Rutabagas, there's been loads of those around, but when you look at it, mixed salad, garden soup, or stock. Garden soup then, yeah? So I used loads up on garden soup and just left a few just in case we want to replant for any reason in the future. Doubt it. But it's got odd utensils and stuff in there as well. And on this side we've got the sandwich counter. We've got some orange jelly sandwiches, some kiwi jelly sandwiches, some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, some blackberry sandwiches. So all the things you need to make bread as well and cook bread. And yeah, cook bread. And then use the bread in the recipes to make the things, the peanut butter jelly sandwiches and stuff. Still got that there, still got that there, still got this. And this has been useful because I've been able to just fill up with a little bit of stock. So now we've got a nice healthy larder, a kitchen, lots and lots of variety of foods, all easily laid out. So me and Lewis can just come and grab some snacks when we're hungry. All sorted. The one other thing that I wanted to get done, which I haven't yet, is probably set up this sort of area here for a proper cow farm. Rancher to get milk from them, breeding them, and popping them backwards and forwards to kill the babies and have some sort of steak. But we don't really need milk. We've got milk when we need it. We don't really need steak because we've got lots of other fruits and vegetables available to us and fairly healthy stocks of things that we can use all of this massive amounts of bone meal and the farm to just make more. Right, so that's that job done. Every bit of food we've got, well, at least I think it's every scrap of food we've got. Unless Lewis has got some hidden in some random chest somewhere. I think I've already been through all these random chests. Yes, I have. So, yeah, all the food's now down there. Yeah, he hasn't hidden any up here. Just check in, just check in. I know what he's like. If he gets a dump chest, he'll just dump it. That has not gone. There's 6 in there. Maybe I need to turn this reactor on for a bit. Okay. There we go. Boot that up. And this fills up so incredibly fast. When it starts filling up, look at it. It just pumps out tons and tons. I think they're changing the config for this as well to make it a little bit more difficult. Just pop that one down there for now. I'm going to take the other one back up. Lewis's episode yesterday, he did his blood magic. The day before, we've got the flowing spirit in place to do all this. And I've pretty much finished my witchery area now. Pretty much. I've given it a bit of a wooded feel, an indoor wooded feel as you're coming in. You can even go up to the stairs where I will be having my other gardens and other circles of power. There are only 3 sizes of circle I can wow, these are spread. I only put a couple down to start off with, and they're spreading all over the place. Oh, stock, at least. There we go. Let's put one at the foot of the stairs, anyway. Well, I can just come around and pick these up when I don't want them down here, anyway, can't I? Like so. Yep, the power of the altar is up to 3706. And it's currently using power. There you go, look. It's using power and then restocking power. This inner circle, this first circle, which is 7x7, 11x11. Yeah, those are the 3 sizes. 7x7, 11x11, and then up there I'm going to have a 15x15. Maybe 2 15x15s, I don't know yet. It depends what I've got to use them for. Because there's different coloured chalks that you've got to use on the circles as well. And I don't know what I'm going to need or when I'm going to need it, but at the minute this little one here is active. And it's active with a protection against mobs. So no mobs like zombies and skeletons can't make their way through this circle to get to me. So I've just been like getting a book out, having a bit read. Have a read here, just sitting in my circle of power. Nothing really comes all the way down here anyway. But I showed you that I got this roughly set up. One or two of the things that I've worked out for maximising the altar. I've maximised how much grass I had. I have maximised down here. Let's put that there. I've maximised down here how much oak logs there are. Maxed out how much vines there are. Maxed out both types of mushrooms and the oak leaves. I've maxed it all out so it can't get any more power from anything like that again. I think I can do maybe some more leaves, but all these different leaf types that I put here all sort of reached their maximum as far as I could tell. Each leaf sort of adding a different variety on there. I'm going to have to do a proper study in a creative world one day to find out. But I basically place. Is it changing? Right? Place. Has it changed? Place. Has it changed? Place. Has it changed? And so on until it stopped changing. And then I knew that I'd placed enough of that type and move on to the next thing. And then move it all around just a little bit here and there just to make things look cool. I did not expect that to grow. That was supposed to be just a sapling. But he did grow, and he's pushed through the other side as well. I can see daylight there. That's not supposed to have happened. That's not supposed to have happened at all. It's not supposed to have grown. I didn't think they would grow in that height. I guess the hawthorns had a different idea, eh? Oh, well, that doesn't matter. All of this is all tidy and sorted. All my witchery stuff is all tidied away. This is all working nicely. I'll eat some of that cake. My distillery, I've got a little bit of stuff, a little bit of stock of things and that. It's all okay, the witchery at the minute, but until I need it for something, I'm not going to start activating everything just for the sake of it. I'm not going to summon poltergeists and spectres and wailing banshees just because I can. But when I need an ingredient off one of them, then I will do. Lewis's blood magic area. I'm actually come up with an idea for blood magic. A better build than cramped inside here. Now this is okay, but as Lewis said, he knows that we're going to move it because it's going to need a really great big pyramid of tiers of magic and stuff. It's going to need a huge place for it to be. We're also going to need to have some sort of spawners feeding essence into the blood altars and all sorts of crazy contraptions and things going on around blood magic. We need to move it. So I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about that a fair bit. Not too much, but a fair bit. And I've come up with an idea. I recently put through all of the ores that we had from one place as well. And I think I need to go over to the quarry site and empty all that out at some point as well. Oh my word, what have you done? Oh, this glass thing doesn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, guys. the breaking of the glass inside, like this glass here, just broken. Just something come along and just smashed it one. Same down here, look, but I've been ignoring this one for a little while now. Glass and the ceiling, nah, it doesn't appear to be working for us. I'm going to replace these few, and then I'm going to probably replace them fully with stone bricks. And keep it an internal thing. Look at this, I've got 2 breaks in the glass here. It's not possible. The mobs come along and break it. You're gonna squeeze through here to get into this. And then up. There we go. And over to this one. And up again. There. Okay, well I've sealed them up for now. I'll mess with that later. I will do something else in there a bit later on. What I want to do now, though, is get upstairs finished off. So it's finalised. It's done. Finished. Kaput. And then I can start working on down here again. I've got some ideas for this space around here. Some ideas for getting bits and pieces working. Just automated thermal expansion machines and stuff. Hardened energy cell there, hardened energy cell there, put that one on there, that one's gonna get some color, that's good. Alright, and before I go, turn the reactor off and let its energy just seep out into that tank over there. Yeah, I've got some ideas for down here, but that'll be future episodes, and I've had a couple of ideas of how to mix my witchery in to help Lewis with his blood magic some more. Hopefully that'll work out, but as I'm noob to blood magic, it might not do much at all. Alright, first off, let's take this off, and this off, and what happened? I don't know. I don't think anything happened wrong, actually. Well, that's doing its thing. Boom! Okay. Let's take this out of here. And remove all of these jungle saplings. Oh, look at all the saplings I'm going to be able to use for my witchery. This is the main reason I was doing all of this, was to make sure that I had plenty of saplings. And I believe that I have quite a lot of saplings now. Quite a lot of saplings. And quite a lot of wood, it seems, as well. The jungle tree process has given me lots and lots and lots and lots of wood resources. And I did the oak wood before that. And somewhere down the line, yeah, I did a load of... the birch wood as well. But now I want to clear this out a little bit and do a bit of prep. I need to make a couple of things. There are things called upgrades. I believe the first Mine Factory Reloaded upgrade is just like a range of 1, which isn't so good. The planter does a 3x3 area, and the harvester does a 5x5 area. So, if I can, and I will, increase them by like copper, so that would make the planter a 7x7 area, which would mean that I'll need an iron upgrade for the harvester to make that a 7x7 area as well. But if I make it slightly bigger, like update it to maybe silver, then the harvester can also harvest things around the planter's area. So the planter would be planting trees and keeping the wood supply in, whereas the harvester would be harvesting the trees and sugarcane and cactuses. So that's the plan out here. So I'm going to plot this out a little bit, and then I can start removing all the fences and stuff later to fence it in properly. So let me get on with that, putting all this stuff away, and I'll be back in a mo. Alrighty then, so the tree farm's done, everything's nice and tidy. I've turned it off for a minute because, well, we've used all we need to use. Oh, dang, I'm no good at parkour. Parkour up and up onto here, thank you. Removed all of this bit and used water buckets to fill it all back in again. It's taken quite a while to get the water level again. We've got a thing about frame rates with all the flowing water, because there's no infinite water sources, so everywhere's flowing. And those little problems like that just cause a constant little issue. And wherever I've been taking water from underneath, where I've just been digging up and grabbing a water source, there'll be water flowing around underneath, all the way down there and stuff like that. So we've got to keep an eye on that and try and fill it in as best we can. Now Lewis has made an infinite water source, we can do the infinite water to be able to just figure out filling in these places. But this place is looking like it's working perfectly, really. But I do get a little bit of a problem with the sludge boiler not taking energy, and the harvester stopping when I switch off and go offline. As soon as I come back in, I'm having to reset them, and then they start working again. No changing where the cables are or anything like that. It works for a bit, and then when I leave the area or unload the chunks, it comes back and it breaks. But I've turned it off for a bit now anyway, because look at all the stock that I've got off just running it for a little while. All the oak, all of the woods, quite a lot of jungle wood. That's going to be the next thing, is just to make a sawmill to cut it all up to make it useful to us. And a few bits and pieces left in there. I'm going to take that downstairs with me along with that, and everything else can stay for a little while. Yeah, so it's turned off. It's easy enough to turn back on again. We've had a bit of random loot as well. I did a shearing for a bit as well, because I wanted to use some of these leaves for builds, so I sheared them for a bit. And then we've got a few other bits and pieces, like tainted soil, and heat sand, and mycelium, and all those sort of odd bits and pieces that we got just from having the sludge boiler on there. Sludge boilers are crazy just for doing whatever you feel like. Well, that's upstairs now tidy, and we just need to connect power and possibly reset the machines to make it work. Down here, all the kitchen's all tidy. Let me just go and have some to eat. What do I fancy to eat today? Let's have a carrot soup. And I think I'll have a little bit of raspberry pie. Yummy. There we go. And stick the fish in the oven, because I just killed one of those thingies upstairs that squawk at you all the time while you're down here. Yep. I need to do an enchant as well. There's a 30 level enchant on the cards. I've got 30 levels. And I'm thinking about what kind of armor to use. I brought all of the gear, all of the stuff down here and reorganized it all. So from all the different places we've had random chests and random bits and pieces, including down by the smeltery. I basically ripped out all the storage that we had in the smeltery area, and now the smeltery is just there for making pick upgrades and stuff like that. But Lewis has got these fantasy ores, and I think I need an armor upgrade. Now I was looking at that's chest. I was looking at sanguinite, durability 576, and that's going to be pretty awesome looking. Lewis has just gone tartrite, which is possibly the best armor that we can find, with the durability at least, 672. But I'm not sure which one I want to go for. This is currently what I'm wearing, 368 durability, and that's 608 durability. That's 672, and that's 576. 576 seems to be about the best. But I think we've got a lot of adamantium. Yes, we have. We've got 8 stacks of adamantium. Whereas we don't seem to have any sanguinite. It looks like he's used the sanguinite up for other purposes. So I don't know whether we've got anything around here. No. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here at all, because, yeah, I've took it all out already. So there's no sanguinite. Sanguinite is a nether ore rather than a fantasy ore, so let's check the nether ores. Now, I see sanguinite there. I see sanguinite, but I don't think it is sanguinite. And vulcanite and the like, yes. Let's just see what this sanguinite turns into. I don't think it is sanguinite. It's just, it doesn't work for me. Let's see. Sanguinite. Let's take that off so it stays, and it becomes magnesium dust. No, It doesn't do that for Lewis. Magnesium ore does magnesium dust for Lewis. For me, it looks like sanguinite ore makes the magnesium dust. So that's not going to work for me. Let's put them back on there. So no sanguinite there unless it's magnesium or something. Maybe it's something else. Maybe that's sanguinite. I don't know. I can't tell. But what I can do is I can make myself some adamantium leggings, I think. Let's get... well, that's 7. Let's make some adamantium leggings and do a quick enchant to reward myself for all of the hard work. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to be the final suit of armor that I'm ever going to wear. This is just what I want to wear now. So let's check them out. They're nothing special on the graphical side. That's alright. So let's just enchant them up. Let's give them a 30. That's a 1, a 2, a 3. Boom. Protection 3, unbreaking 3. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right. And my hearts have also gone up. My armor rating's nearly at full. I'm only half an armor bar away. And what's that? 17.5 absorption, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright. Well, that's about that for all I'm doing to get sorted and tidy up. The next bit and pieces I'm going to do, I'm going to have to do a bit of automation. We've got so much stuff now that it's very difficult to keep track of it all, as you can see. Look at that one. Amber charges. Really don't need them for anything. And this over here. And the eyes in there with the spiders. There we go. Alright, so the next thing I want to get started on, really, is putting in some automated thermal expansion machinery. Just basically to get some easy resource gathering and stuff. This setup here that Lewis has got, I don't know if I'll move it, but I think there's ways and means around it. And I also want to dig out a little bit more. If I show you on the map what I'm talking about, I started laying this out, right? So they're the 2 quarries that we dug out by hand, and we started turtling this one out. But now I need to get another turtle and start destroying all of the area. So it's basically a 3x3 chunk area to do a massive, awesome looking build down there. Something cool for the future episodes to take up. Possibly somewhere to do loads of sacrifices and loads of summoning. Oh, he's got some more new stones. And I want a big area for summoning and killing things like demons and stuff, and the bosses and stuff like that. Somewhere nice and safe and secure where we can use for summoning and sacrificing everything. And also, when we get the final invasion, we should be able to do something constructive over there to have a good place to fight them, beat them all, stop them from coming and getting us. Right, well, that is this episode. Absolutely, positively finished for a few days' work. A few days working on the server, just tidying things up and getting things looking right. Getting things tidied away so that we can find everything we need when we need it in this little working shop area, so that we can get on with making all the things in the mod pack. Now I'm going to head off and start doing some boring mining until I have something more to show you. I will be seeing you next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, I will see you next time on Blood and Bones done in 60 days.